In tonight's show, we will be giving away prizes, hearing from St. Jude patients, talking to sponsors, and of course, giving away the Dream Home.
So exciting. The hopper is empty right now, but in a little bit will be filled with 8,500 tickets on the nose. They've all been counted and are accounted for. They'll be in the hopper, and one of those names will have a home by the end of the day.
I'm a little jealous. It's a really beautiful home. I'm excited to see it.
Absolutely. And we're going to get to see all of that coming up in just a few minutes. But just remember, your donations have helped the St. Jude Dream Home mission. Since starting 22 years ago, Monroe St. Jude Dream Home Giveaways have raised more than $14 million.
Which is amazing. Lots of money heading to such a great cause. You know, that's the most important part of all of this.
Absolutely. Sure. And it also only works with the community's help because they are the ones responsible for reserving those tickets. We'll get to all that in just a little bit, but first, here's an overview look at what St. Jude Children's Research Hospital actually does.
Take a look.
The St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway offers you a chance to win the home of your dreams and other great prizes while supporting the life-saving mission of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. A child's cancer diagnosis sometimes takes families far from home to St. Jude. The St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway helps ensure those families never get a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. When you get a St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway ticket, you're entered for a chance to win a luxurious St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway house and other great prizes. Generous donations of construction materials and man-hours made to St. Jude make it possible to design and build a high-quality home down to every elegant detail. Every St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway ticket supports the life-saving mission of St. Jude, finding cures, saving children.
It's just amazing. I never thought we would be in this place. They've really given our family hope. The donors out there help us and help St. Jude provide for a family like ours.
More than 40 cities across the country host a St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway. You could win a house. You will help end childhood cancer.
Well, what an awesome mission St. Jude serves to families across the country. And right now, I'm joined here with Miss Jennifer. Now, she's seen firsthand how those at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital help families in need every day. So thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your journey with St. Jude?
About 10 years ago, our son Sam was diagnosed with stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma. Sam was transferred from here, from a local hospital, to St. Jude's, where we spent around 13 months getting treatment, chemo, surgeries, radiation, bone marrow transplant, and then immunotherapy. So we spent a long time there. When Sam was diagnosed, I was pregnant with our daughter. So I had a baby in Memphis, but I'm here to say that 10 years out, we're all alive and doing well.
I love that.
So we saw firsthand what St. Jude's does for families.
Yeah, it's awesome. And, you know, being a family on the receiving end of that, we just heard how much money has been raised throughout the campaign, millions of dollars. What's that reaction like, hearing how much is going into to what the hospital does?
Grateful, because I know that personally we would never ever be able to repay St. Jude's. I just had a conversation in the car with my kids this week about how much Sam's treatment would have been. You know, we would have just never been able to pay that. We were two teachers. We did have a lot of support from the community, but just the medical treatment alone, we would have never been able to afford that.
Yeah, and we talked earlier about it's really up to the community that helps throughout this whole campaign. So what does it mean to you that people are so willingly contributing to St. Jude's mission?
I'm very grateful. We talk about it a lot. My mom always says this is one organization that I can say really puts their money where they say they're putting their money, because we've seen it firsthand, you know, from taking care of our weekly groceries while we lived there, places to live, a place to bring a baby home to. Yeah. I mean, I had a baby and brought it home to the Target house. And so, you know, it's just amazing that our community can contribute this, since we have so many people in the area that are affected by childhood cancer.
Yeah, I always hear from people who have experienced it. It's so much more than just a hospital visit. They really help you in every way imaginable, and I love that. You know, so many people are so willing to help them out for sure. So
Right. Yes.
very exciting. Well, thank you so much for joining us, telling us about your journey and being here for the giveaway today.
Thank you. Thanks to everybody that's given.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. All right, Jared, sending it back over to you.
I also love the fact that that Sam was just too rambunctious to be here today. So he's a rough and tumble kid, and he's got a busy schedule. So we just we appreciate him and Jennifer and the whole family for being a part of today. Now that we've heard the vision behind St. Jude Dream Home, let's get a little walkthrough of this year's Dream Home out at the Desert Trace subdivision. That is where our Maya Holloway is standing by, and she has a little bit of a tour for us. Take it away, Maya.
All right, we have finally made it to giveaway day, you guys, and it's an exciting day. So we're at the 2025 St. Jude Dream Home, and it looks beautiful just from what I've seen already. We're over here in the living room area, but just to give you a little preface on what one lucky person will win tonight, the home sits in Desert Trace subdivision in Sterlington, and it is valued at $440,000, and it sits on over an acre of land. And we have some really good views back here, but we'll get to that. So here is the living room, family room. First, we have a lot of neutrals this year. I'm really liking the gold. We have the gold mirrors and everything. A lot of gold accents. We even have a little alligator right here. This is my little friend. We'll call him Allie the alligator. And then we have, you know, just some seating and everything. And hey, if you want to put a TV right there, you definitely could. So there's definitely just a cozy fireplace, you know, everything that a cozy home should have. And then, as you can see back here, I don't know if it's too bright or not right now, but there's the open field view. It's a little wet outside, but hey, imagine that on a sunny and dry day. Now we're gonna head right into the kitchen. And you guys, these countertops they look amazing. Jan, you just hit it out of the park every year, and Breaker Construction did an amazing job with the kitchen, the living room, and the entire home as a whole. Now we're going to be looking at the rest of the house throughout the hour, and let's see who wins the $10,000 of custom furniture from Sleepy Hollow.
All right, thanks so much, Maya. Well, our first giveaway tonight will be for the open house prize. Visitors at the open house were able to register for free to win some custom design services and furniture valued at $10,000, all courtesy of Sleepy Hollow Furniture. But before we get to that drawing, I'm joined now with our sponsor, Joe Tiffany Falk with Sleepy Hollow Furniture. So thanks for being with us tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, you guys get to be part of the Dream Home year after year, staging the home. Tell us a little bit about what it's been like to be part of this process.
So we love it every year. I think we've gotten pretty seamless at how it goes as far as we come in. We work with Jan year after year for the last few years, and so we just kind of really nail down the process. This year we participated in kind of hand picking things that coordinated to go with all of the colorway. This year it was, you know, there was just some very rich like reds and tones, and so to tie that all together was a lot of fun. Of course, Jan takes the lead on all of that and picks everything out, but it was really fun for us to just kind of be like, oh, what do you think about this rug, or what do you think, you know? So it was fun to do the whole home in the same kind of style.
Yeah, I imagine, I'm sure everyone who went out for the open house was just kind of amazed at how everything looks in there too. And you know, the most important part of the whole giveaway, obviously somebody wins a beautiful home, but most importantly, we're contributing to the mission of St. Jude. So what does that mean for you guys to get to be a part of that as well?
So ours, I kind of feel like it's like the frosting on the cake, just because the substance of all of it really has to do really with the kids and the family, and we just kind of get to participate in part of the tangible aspect, like people can see it, sit on it, feel it, but really it comes back to the home. You know, that's really what does so much for our community to participate in this fundraiser.
Yeah, it ties it all together that they can kind of see where their donation is going to, and then, you know, they might get lucky and get a little prize out of it too. So tell us about this open house prize that a lucky winner is going to win in just a minute.
Yeah, sure. So all you have to do is come to the home. So there's no commitment other than just browse it, see what everyone who's participated in this for a year has done to contribute in this, and just feel a part. You know, really that's all it comes down to. Put your name on something, draw, and then you get a $10,000 prize to Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Okay,
and it's nothing to do with the stuff in the home. You can, but it's really your pick with design services, mattresses, patio furniture, whatever you want.
I love that. Somebody's about to be real, real lucky. I love that. And, you know, lots of people who are involved with the St. Jude Home Giveaway, you know, they have a personal connection. Is there any kind of personal connection for you that makes it even more rewarding being a part of this?
Yeah, for me, I had a friend whose small child was diagnosed early on, and I just witnessed how it affected their whole family, grandparents and cousins and aunts and uncles. I mean, this journey affects everyone.
Yeah.
So to see that the whole family was taken care of, it was very personal to me in that. And he's in remission and doing great. And so, you know, we got to see one of the really great success stories of St. Jude.
I love that. And then we're contributing to helping other families as well. For
sure.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining and for being a part of the giveaway.
Certainly.
Yes. All right, Jared, let's see who's winning that prize.
Time for our first giveaway of the day. I'm joined by Jamie Sheridan Crawley, who's part of Halsey, Harwood, and Sheridan. I said it really slowly, and I did it right this time. I'm so proud of myself. We have the mini hopper, which is kind of in camera view, because again, this hopper is separate from the other. Is it stuck? We'll make it work. Hang on just a second. Yeah, no, we will make it work. But while she's working on getting the key unstuck from the hopper, I also want to let folks know, as Joe Tiffany just mentioned, that this is a part of the giveaway that was a no purchase necessary part of the giveaway. There we go. Great job. And no one had to hop on screen to help out with that. But again, it's a no purchase necessary. Just go by the Dream Home while tours were open, fill out a slip of paper, and you could be a winner. So again, a really cool opportunity for the community to take part. Jamie, I don't know if you needed to say anything, but we're going to talk to you later. I'll just go ahead and let you reopen after we've done the twists and the twirls of the mini hopper. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'll break it open if I have to. And I'll let you pick the name since you're closest to it. All right, here we go. Again, our winner for $10,000 in custom design services and furniture courtesy of Sleepy Hollow Furniture is Louise Carroll of Chatham. Congratulations. There's the confetti. Cool. Congratulations to Louise Carroll of Chatham. $10,000 in custom design services and furniture courtesy of Sleepy Hollow Furniture. I know we were going to see you a lot more here in just a few minutes, Jamie, so we will get to you and more drawings and more prizes given away in just a minute. But first, back over to Abby.
All right, thanks so much, Jared and Jamie, and congratulations, that's an awesome prize to win. Now, we're about to see firsthand what St. Jude Children's Hospital does for children and families who find themselves with a cancer diagnosis. Many times, hearing the news of cancer can bring fear and sorrow, but St. Jude does their best to bring comfort and joy. For Colton, he stood strong throughout his treatment and found his happiness in the little things. Take a look.
Colton's personality is very loving, very supportive. He's one of the most caring children I've ever met.
When he started the chemo, it just made him super, super sick. But even him feeling bad, he's seen some of the babies. He felt worse for them. He tells me one day, he says, you know, I wish I could take all the cancer from all the babies so they wouldn't have to feel this.
When I grow up, I want to be a nurse for St. Jude or just a doctor. Because they help me, I want to return the favor and help other kids.
I work for the fire department, and I'm an EMT as well. When people call us, you know, we're there to fix a problem. And when there's a problem that I can't fix, I don't know what to do. There's nothing in the world that can prepare your mind for hearing your child has cancer.
I had pain in my side, and then it got worse and worse. Then we went to the hospital. My mom was trying not to make me be worried, so she said, oh, you just have a scratch on your stomach, it's gonna be okay. And then when we got to St. Jude, she just told me it's a tumor, and then I was kind of scared, but not really.
It had spread to his lungs, and there was multiple decent-sized tumors and then a lot of very small tumors. St. Jude's is a place to be from what I understand. So I feel like we came to like the epicenter of where they're doing all the groundbreaking research. So within 2 weeks, they took and removed his kidney along with the tumor.
They took it and researched on it so they could help like find cures to help kids that have that. Some days you feel really bad and some days you feel really good.
He's handled everything like a champ. No matter how bad he's felt, never complains. He was more worried about us than himself, you know. It's just who he is. Being here, it restores my faith in humanity. We came here with the fear that our son may not leave with us.
But to hear that he had a clear scan was the best news we could possibly get.
There's not a tumor in sight. Probably one of the happiest days of my life.
My doctor said, you have no more cancer, and we were like, oh my gosh. I can go back to having fun. I can be a kid again.
I've also loved watching Colton's story from the very, very beginning. And again, coming up in just a few minutes, did you reserve your ticket before the tickets on sale deadline? If so, you're eligible to win a $2,500 Visa gift card courtesy of Assurance Financial. And we will do that in just a few minutes. Jamie's already done the pre-roll to the tickets. We'll add the rest of them in a few minutes and draw that prize. But first, back over to the folks that make that possible with Assurance Financial. Go ahead, Abby.
All right, thanks, Jared. Well, now I'm joined by Zane with Assurance Financial. They're sponsoring the tickets on sale prize, so thanks for being here with us tonight. Yes, now we've been talking about the home. Of course, somebody's going to win a beautiful home, and you guys get to be a part of the Dream Home Giveaway. What does that mean for y'all to be a part of this?
It is really important to us. You know, we've been sponsoring the Dream Home with Assurance Financial for about 7 years now. It's something we really enjoy. It's, you know, like we heard earlier, St. Jude they really put their money where their mouth is. You know, you really see it, and it's hard to imagine a much better cause than supporting sick kids. And so it feels good to contribute in some kind of way and help, you know, make that happen.
Absolutely, yeah. I know your prize is one that people really look forward to. It's a pretty good gift card out there, but you know, of course, most importantly, this is all going to contribute to St. Jude. So, you know, what does it mean to you guys to not only be a part of the giveaway, the Dream Home, but we all know somebody in the community, our families, that's been affected by cancer. So getting to be a part of maybe helping those families out.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was a big reason that Assurance wanted to get involved with St. Jude, is that we all have somebody in our lives. You know, maybe it's not a direct relative of ours. We all know somebody that's been helped by St. Jude, and we've seen the impact that they can have on people. So that's a big reason to just jump in, you know, and get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about maybe Assurance Financial, let people know who you guys are and about the prize that somebody is about to win.
Well, we are a mortgage company based in West Monroe, Louisiana. We've been established for a while here now, and I think that we do a great job, but you know, we support good causes too, and you know, we really try to make ourselves part of the community and contribute in many ways besides just helping people get in homes, you know, with helping out with St. Jude and just contributing in any way we can.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're about to do drawing for a nice little gift card somebody's going to win thanks to Assurance Financial. So thanks so much for being with us tonight and being a part of the Dream Home Giveaway.
Yeah, anytime.
Yes, of course. All right, Jared, send it over to you.
And if Mike's out there, Mike Broughton with Assurance Financial, we miss you today, bud. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. All right, Jamie Sheridan Crawley is back with us. We're getting ready for our first official drawing of the day in terms of the Dream Home tickets themselves. And before we get to that, Jamie has to let us know that everything is ready to go.
Yes, hi, I'm Jamie Crawley with the CPA firm Halsey Harwood Sheridan, and I confirm that all the tickets for the Monroe St. Jude Dream Home giveaway have been loaded into the hopper. Throughout the giveaway, I will be placing tickets into the hopper based on the date that they were purchased and the eligibility for the prize. Right now, all of the tickets that were purchased on or before the tickets on sale deadline are loaded into the hopper.
Okay, now Jamie's going to lock that thing up. We're going to give it the old spin-a-rooney a couple of times in a few different directions. Again, this is for a $2,500 Visa gift card, courtesy of Assurance Financial. We appreciate the folks at Assurance, and we appreciate Zane stepping in and telling us a little bit about what Assurance does. And they've been a part of this for many years now, and we appreciate them providing a life-changing gift. Again, $2,500 Visa gift card. I don't think anybody's going to turn that down. So as Jamie continues to finish, and again, we've entered all the tickets that were purchased before this deadline. If you purchased after the deadline, those tickets come in later as we continue with all the other drawings. There's a method to the madness, folks. All right, am I picking these? Or no, you have to draw it, and then I read it. Yeah, yep. There's one stuck, so we gotta do it all over again. There we go. That one's really stuck on there. All right. Here we go.
We can loose
Yep.
back into the.
We're going to make sure this is fair for everybody. So if a ticket gets stuck in there, we also have to, we have a lot of eyeballs in here to make sure that none of them slip out or anything like that. So, all right, here we go.
One more turn.
This is why we also plan a little extra time in these shows, just in case. So, come on. It'll fall down when we open the door. I could do a song and a dance, but I'm not going to. All right, here we go. All right. Now, Jamie's sticking her arm in there. She's not looking, she's not looking, she's not looking, she's not looking. All right, that's one, that's just one, that's just one. All right, and the winner of the $2,500 Visa gift card, courtesy of Assurance Financial, is James Drury of Sterlington. Congratulations. There goes the confetti. That means you're a prize winner. Again, James Drury of Sterlington. We're going to get all this information written down. Your ticket will go back into the hopper here in just a few minutes when we get ready for the next prize drawing. Now let's meet another, actually before we do that, I'm going to let Abby toss to our next story. Go ahead, Abby.
All right, thanks, Sheridan and Jamie. Now let's meet another family who has been helped by the hands at St. Jude Children's Hospital. We're introducing you now to Eliza and her family.
Eliza, she's the little ray of sunshine. Her laugh is full of joy and love.
Goodness.
I'm so blessed to be her parent.
I think she's the most beautiful girl in the world. You know, I love her with everything in me, you know, and she's so tough.
Eliza is diagnosed with bilateral retinoblastoma at 4 months. It's cancer of the eyes. It's aggressive and it's fast growing. And as a mom hearing that, I still cry because, you know, you want to take away all of the pain and you don't want your kid to be sick, obviously.
It breaks you. And with what we've been going through, I don't know how we would have made it without St. Jude.
Again.
The care that she's gotten at St. Jude, it's seriously saved her life.
All right, good job.
And it's amazing that we don't receive any bills from St. Jude. We only have to worry about Eliza. We are so thankful that there are people out there who care and who give to St. Jude so that we can care for our baby girl.
St. Jude has given us hope. We're going to grow with her and laugh with her and make so many memories with her. And, you know, the people that donate money each and every month to St. Jude, it's all because of them.
All right, thanks so much. Our next drawing will be the Early Bird Prize, which includes the Exmark Quest zero-turn mower with the extended warranty and maintenance plan that you see there on your screen, plus an Echo handheld package, courtesy of 3B Outdoor Equipment. I could go into all the different extensions that go with that package, but we have Matt Bridges to talk about all of that. And before we get to Matt and Abby, let's send it back out to Maya Holloway, who's going to give us another look at this year's Dream Home. Take it away, Maya.
All right, congratulations to the $2,500 Visa gift card winner. Now, we just left the living room and the kitchen back there. Now we're going to take you into the left side of the house. Let's walk through here. We have a nice hallway. And the first room I want to take you in is the study or office, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, we've got this nice little table, we've got the chair, and a great view. If you use this as a workroom and you're just sitting there on your computer, you have a nice outdoor view, and it's very green outside. It looks great. And now we're going to head out. We have lots to show you in this wing of the house. So we have the bathroom, we have the 2 sinks, we have the toilet over there, and then we have this beautiful shower. I love the black marble. That's pretty unique coloring for the shower. I love it. Jan, like I said, Jan always does a great job when she's picking out things for the homes. Now we have this bedroom, and right here on this wall you can see these are patients that passed away under the care of St. Jude. So it's a nice touch to the house, you know, paying homage to those patients. And now we're going to head into this bedroom right here. And it looks like a bit of a guest room. It's very spacious, and I just wanted to point out this painting right here. Last year, this was the entryway art of the home, and each candle on the cake represents a child who has passed away under the care of St. Jude here in Northeast Louisiana. All right, I'm going to send things back over to you in the studio.
Thanks so much, Maya. Well, right now I'm sitting here with Matt Bridges with 3B Outdoor Equipment. They sponsored the amazing lawn care package that somebody will be winning in just a second. So Matt, thanks for being here with me tonight. Yes, of course. So we're always so thankful with 3B being a part of the Dream Home Giveaway. What is it like for you guys to get to be a part of this year after year?
It's great, you know, just the friendships continue to grow, and you know, you get to meet everybody and hear their story, and you know, it's been pretty consistent with the people that help donate every year, but just seeing all that, well, sorry, I guess something doesn't work, but just being a part of this every year has just been it's been a blessing and very enjoyable.
Yeah, I love that. You know, we talked earlier, we all know somebody in our family or community that's been affected by cancer. So what's that kind of that personal feeling for you guys to be involved with helping St. Jude out in their mission? Yeah, so, you know, growing up as a kid around here, we've known people, and then, you know, we've had dear friends of ours whose kids have also gone through this and been recipients of this, of St. Jude, and just what it does to their life and the stress that it just relieves is just, it's great. Yeah, it's so, and I love seeing all the sponsors that continue to come out year after year. It really shows how much kind of a family it is, you know, getting to be here for the giveaway. Now, lots of people are really excited for this next package that's about to be given away. Tell us a little bit about what the winner can expect. So we donated Exmark Zero Turn, like Jared said, and the Echo handheld package. There's a lot of attachments that goes along with it, and we also, you know, donated 5 years of service that goes along with everything, and we're just excited to see who wins. All right, it's about that time of year where you have to be mowing like every other day out there. So we're about to see who wins that amazing package. Thanks so much for being here with us tonight. All right, Jared, let's see who's winning it.
All right, thanks so much, Abby, and thanks again to Matt for being a part of, again, this year's Dream Home Giveaway. So $10,000 lawn care maintenance package courtesy of 3B Outdoor. Before we get to that, Jamie has our tickets on sale prize winner who just won. That ticket goes back in. She's also dumped all the other ones that are eligible for this particular deadline. Again, a $10,000 lawn care maintenance package includes an Exmark Zero Turn mower, an Echo handheld package, all courtesy of Matt and the folks at 3B Outdoor Equipment. Been with us for many years. Again, life-changing prizes that we're giving away today, and we're just getting started. So again, plenty more to give away, including this year's St. Jude Dream Home. So you got to hang around for another half hour or so. All right, we've done the tumble in every direction. Jamie will unlock, blindly stick her arm in. Let's see who she draws out. She only draws one. And a $10,000 lawn care maintenance package goes to Cheryl Milam of West Monroe. Congratulations to Cheryl on your $10,000 lawn care maintenance package, courtesy of 3B Outdoor Equipment. Again, we're just getting started. We have plenty more prizes to give away, and we'll get to those in just a minute. But back over to Abby.
All right, thanks so much, Jared and Jamie. Well, many times parents are left in shock upon finding out their child has been diagnosed with cancer. That's how one mother felt after preparing supper for who she thought was her perfectly healthy daughter. Let's meet Charlotte and her mom.
Charlotte was a normal 7-year-old child. She was roller skating, climbing trees, biking, playing with chalk on the ground, doing all the things. On June 26th, we were eating dinner together as a family, and 20 minutes later, we were on our way to an ER, and our life changed in minutes. When we discovered it was medulloblastoma, I made it my job to do as much research as possible about what this was. I knew that I had to do whatever I could do in my power to advocate and figure out what was the best for Charlotte. She's my firstborn. She's my baby. She made me a mom. Charlotte's chemo plan was tailored to her particular molecular subtype of medulloblastoma. It's years, decades of research and time that doctors and researchers have put in to get the most effective treatment plan with the least amount of side effects in medicine for these children. Charlotte has been wonderful from the beginning. She has worked so hard in rehabilitation services and speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy to try to get back to where she was before the brain tumor. She really just inspires me to continue to look at the world in positive ways, because you really can look at something like the glass half full, glass half empty. Now, being a cancer mom, I realize that every single second is precious with your child. We feel like St. Jude has provided us with a second chance to really move forward as a family with 3 healthy children, and we are forever grateful for St. Jude.
Love hearing those amazing stories. Make sure you stick around as we give away the bonus prize next, this beautiful 2025 Mazda 3 sedan courtesy of Dream Day Foundation. And it could be yours as long as you reserved your ticket in time. Now let's send back things back over to Maya, who's at this year's St. Jude Dream Home in the Desert Trace subdivision with a little bit more on this year's home.
All right, well, we showed you the left wing of the house and the living room and the kitchen, but once you turn right out of the kitchen, you come right in here to the right wing of the house. Now, this is where the primary bedroom is, and obviously the primary bathroom. So we come right in here. I love the color schemes this year. If you look at the cabinets, it's that St. Jude maroonish red, which is a really nice touch considering it's the St. Jude Dream Home. And we have the dark tile again and the freestanding tub, you guys. I wish I had this at home. Let's just say the bubble bath would be awesome. So we have the toilet in here, and then we have storage right over here. Right here. And then we have the primary bedroom. Now, you guys, the color scheme in here is my dream. The dark lamp, and then you have like the earthy colors right here. It's just perfect, perfect. And then we have the art right there. We have the little throw blanket. We have the flowers over here. And then again, look at this amazing view. Those open field views. We love it, love it, love it. And we're going to go ahead and see who wins that Mazda Sedan Select courtesy of the Dream Day Foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and send things back over to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Maya. Well, Charlotte's story is just so touching, and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital wouldn't be able to help these patients without the help of the Dream Day Foundation. So now I'm here with Tiffany Graves, who's with Dream Day Foundation, the sponsor of our bonus prize. So thanks for being here with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. Now, tell us a little bit about Dream Day Foundation and what you guys do.
Our mission is to support St. Jude, and we do that through our mission-based program called Fishing Galore, where we have St. Jude families from all over Louisiana, including here in Monroe. They come down to right outside of Baton Rouge for just a fun day. It's like a private fair on a ranch where they get to be together as a family and just make some memories.
Wow, that's awesome. I love that. And you guys, like you said, are supporting St. Jude and continuously a part of the Dream Home Giveaway. What's it been like year after year getting to be a part of the giveaway?
It's really exciting to be a part of the community and help to encourage those who might be thinking about reserving their ticket, just kind of push them over the edge so that they can potentially win the house, but also maybe win our prize as well.
Yes, absolutely. And being with Dream Day Foundation, how is, it's so rewarding when you get to help a cause as amazing as St. Jude. How has it kind of been like for you to be able to continue to support St. Jude?
Well, for us, it's really exciting to see how much money is raised in Monroe with the St. Jude Dream Home, and just to see all those children that come to Fishing Galore who are honestly receiving all of the care, all of that treatment and travel and housing that St. Jude gives to them. We get to see it firsthand in our event, so it's really great to kind of bring that together.
Yeah, I love that so much. Now, we're about to give away the bonus prize. Tell us what the winner can expect.
Yes, it's a 2025 Mazda 3 Sedan Select. Who doesn't need a new car?
I know. I'm a little jealous of whoever's about to win this for sure. Yeah, very excited. And we love every year you guys are such a big part of our giveaway and have an amazing prize too. So it's going to be fun to see who gets that for sure.
Yes, let's see who the winner is.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us tonight. All right, Jared, let's see who's winning that car.
All right. Thanks so much to Tiffany and Dream Day Foundation for being a part of this every year, and to Tiffany for making the drive up to be a part of this. All right. So our early bird winner, there she is. She goes back in, and now it's time for the bonus prize drawing. The 2025 Mazda 3 Sedan, courtesy of Dream Day Foundation. And I also want to make it very clear that all Jamie's been doing for the last 30 minutes is just spinning this thing constantly. Exciting. We still have the bonus prize. We also have the last chance prize and then the Dream Home. So this is one of 3 remaining prizes that we have to draw today. And again, it is a 2025 Mazda 3 sedan courtesy of Dream Day Foundation. We're giving away a car. It's always cool. All right. Yep, unstick and swish around. I'm impressed by Jamie's talent to only grab one, because eventually there's going to be 8,500 in there, and she has counted every last one of them to make sure that they're going to go in correctly. All right, so our 2025 Mazda 3 sedan goes to Barbara Caston of Monroe. Congratulations to Barbara. You just won a new car, and you helped the kids of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital along the way. Now let's go back over to Abby. We still have plenty to go in terms of our last chance prize and the Dream Home, but we have more stories to share as well. Go ahead, Abby.
Thanks, Jared. Well, now one mother shares her story on how her baby girl has flourished since her time at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Well, Felicity means happy, and I feel like I was supposed to name her that because she really is happy all the time. People are drawn to her. She is like a magnet. Oh. She's adorable. She's extra adorable. The doctor came in and they showed the MRI, and it was covered with tumors. And at that moment, I thought that my baby was gonna die. And on June 18th, Father's Day, we hopped in our car, and St. Jude was our home for 7 months. On Christmas Day, we were in the hospital. It was her first Christmas. It was our first Christmas being parents. St. Jude has given us happiness and the right to be a family and not worry so much. That's what it's given us. And now fast forwarding, here we are 4.5, 5 years later. Felicity is healthy and striving.
Happy birthday, dear Felicity. Happy birthday to you.
She's growing healthy and staying strong and learning how to write and how to read. One of her favorite things to do right now is heading to the trampoline park. Go! Our life right now, it's the most exciting time. I love Christmas. I love to decorate my home. I love parties with family and friends. We were so excited to share Christmas with Felicity and have all of these moments in our home and not being at the hospital. St. Jude allowed Felicity to live a life. I want to say thank you to all of the givers. Thank you for always believing in the mission of St. Jude.
Such a beautiful and inspiring story. Now, in just a few minutes, we'll draw the winner of this year's Last Chance prize. If you reserved your ticket before June 6th, you have been entered to win a Generac home standby generator, courtesy of Albritton Service Company. But before a winner's name is drawn, let's take a look at that generator. Reporter Maya Holloway is joining us live at the house tonight. Maya, for those who reserved a ticket for this giveaway, what can they expect if they win?
All right, you guys, we are on the back porch now with all of these open field views. And hey, y'all caught me sunbathing right here. It was a rainy day, but I'm enjoying the sun being out now. So we have lots of outdoor furniture. There's even a fireplace out here. It's great for, you know, football, watch party, baseball, whatever sports you like to watch. Then we have this really nice little outdoor couch. I love that. I would definitely be out here just laying out across it in the summertime, sunbathing, but hey, that's just me. And then we have another little area right here where you can cook, have the family out, you know, celebrate some birthday parties, whatever you and your family likes to do. So now we're going to be going back inside of the house. We have pretty much showed you guys every part of the house. We went through the left wing, we went through the living room, the kitchen, which is where I'm kind of standing right now. And then we went to the right wing of the house. And you guys, the people that put this home together, all the sponsors, Braco Construction, Jan Strickland, they really put their heart and soul into this place, and they really care about the patients over at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And thank you guys so much for reserving your tickets this year. It has been a great campaign this year. All right, and I can't wait to see who wins that standby generator courtesy of Alberton Service Company. We'll send up things back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks, Smile. Before we draw for that prize, I'm joined now with Matt Talbert, Mayor of Sterlington, so thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. Now tell us what it means to you have another St. Jude Dream Home in your town.
Yeah, you know, it's certainly a great sense of pride that it brings to the community. Steve Sutton and his daughter Ashley have done a phenomenal job out at Desire Trace, a beautiful neighborhood and a beautiful home that somebody's going to win tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about what kind of impact does the campaign have on Sterlington and on Desire Trace?
Well, it brings that sense of pride when compassion meets action and the community comes together to build that beautiful home and a beautiful neighborhood. It just beams with pride, and it leaves a lasting impression. I mean, the things that happen through the donations from that home being built will last for many generations.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it's of course a beautiful home that's getting added to Sterlington, but also we've been talking about tonight, the real meaning behind it is that it's going to help St. Jude. So what does that mean for you that your town gets to be a part in contributing to their mission?
You know, I'm so thankful for everybody involved, and Steve and Ashley for you know, putting up the property to have this home there, and it's something that we can look at and be proud of, that we just played a small part in what's happening up at St. Jude.
Yeah, you know, and you can get some new residents, because sometimes they win, they're not from Sterlington, so some new people go into
We're always glad to invite people in, and people get to come out and see that beautiful neighborhood. I think that neighborhood offers some of the best sunsets in the country. So you can sit on your back porch in the evening and watch those beautiful sunsets. In the morning, you can go out front and drink your coffee next to Bayou Desire.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Now, for somebody who might be joining in Sterlington for the first time, what's some of your favorite parts of the town that they should go out and get to know?
Look, I love being out at the sports complex. We have a lot of waterways. We have the best schools that can be found in this area. So Sterlington has a lot to offer.
Some good eats out there too.
That's right.
So yeah, go out and check it out for sure. But thanks so much for joining us and for Sterlington just being a huge part of the St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway.
Thank y'all for everything you do.
Yes, of course. All right, Jared, let's see who's winning that prize.
All right, thanks again to Mayor Matt Talbert for being out here, and the Suttons for having us back at Desire Trace. And again, this is this home right off Highway 134 there in the Desire Trace subdivision, and like they mentioned, it's also really close to some of the best eats in Sterlington, so you're going to be in for a treat. All right, so there goes our bonus prize winner back in. We give the spinneroonie, and we get ready to give away a Generac home standby generator. I was really expecting Maya to just cut power to the house and let the generator like take over, but they told us we couldn't do that. So I promise you that, and that's the other cool thing about this year's home. Not only are we giving away a Generac home standby generator, but there is one at the Dream Home. So if you don't win this, but you win the home, you're still going to get a generator anyway. All right, here we go. I'm holding it steady. We got to get Jamie some longer arms for next year. We'll work on that. Or a shorter hopper. All right. This year's winner of our Generac home standby generator is, courtesy of Alberton Service Company, is Holly Jones of Eris. Congratulations to Holly. And you have just won a Generac home standby generator courtesy of Alberton Service Company. So again, exciting stuff. And that means we are down to one prize left. That is the Dream Home. We will get to that very shortly. But first, more of the folks that make that Dream Home possible with Abby. Go ahead, Abby.
Thanks, Jared. Well, you know, when you walk in the home, of course, you're looking at the decor, what it looks like in there. Right now, I'm joined by Jan Strickland with Strickland Interiors. She's here to talk about her vision of this year's home. So thanks so much for being here with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yes, of course. Now, every year you get to design the home. Tell us a little bit about what it means to you to get to be a part of this process year after year.
This project just means so much to me. I had a best friend from childhood who passed away from cancer and was a St. Jude patient, so I always think about her at the forefront. But I mean, just working with everybody in the community for this project is so amazing. All the subcontractors, you know, from the tile guy to the electrician to the plumbing fixtures, you know, everything. neat to work with all of the people in the community and see their passion towards it.
Yeah, even the smallest part of the home is due to someone caring, you know, to go out there and do it.
Yes, because I mean, everybody's just donating their time to get it done.
Yeah, exactly. Now, every year it's kind of a different look, different design. Tell us a little bit about what went into your vision this year.
Yeah, so I would kind of say this year's home is a contemporary Tudor.
Okay.
And it's got some rustic vibes to it, but it's also got a moody feeling to it.
Okay, I like
it's got, you know, the maroonish colors and some blacks and some darker, you know, wood tones. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So where does your inspiration come as you go into trying to pick out what the design looks like?
Yeah, so I always try to look at like what is a current style right now, you know, what people are going for, and I take a look at the plumbing fixtures really first and see, you know, what is out there for Bosch, who's a national sponsor, like what they have to offer. And this year I just kept coming back to like the black with the gold accents, and then I went to Kichler, who's another national sponsor, and saw that too. So I kind of like let that be the foundation of like the plumbing fixtures were black, the sinks were black, the you know, like all of the elements of the home were that, and then I just kind of always have one color that I love to throw in there, and this year it was that reddish maroon color,
which is perfect for St. Jude. I love it.
That's their color, so you can see it behind us too.
Absolutely, and Jan always does such a beautiful job. I literally have her book on my coffee table at home. It's just such a good job. So the home is really, really beautiful, and I know you always put a little piece in there that's really reminiscent of St. Jude. What is that this year that people can be on the lookout for?
And so years ago, a designer that had done it before me, she had this piece made with the St. Jude logo. And so I always put that in the home, and this year it's in the dining room.
Awesome.
And so it's the logo that you see behind us, and it's just neat to have that in there.
Just something to remind our winner, you know, where this all
what this is all about. I mean, it's amazing to win a home, but to give to St. Jude is what this is all for.
The most important thing, for
Absolutely.
sure. Thank you so much, Jan, for joining us. And whoever is about to win this home is going to be so lucky to get to win it, and all the hard work that you put into designing it. So yes, of course. All right, Jared, we're sending things back over to you.
And good news for those that are wondering about next year's home. Jan's already committed to putting her signature color as ping pong table green next year. She committed to it. Anyway, I just kid. As we get ready to give away this year's St. Jude Dream Home, again, just a look at what you have the potential to win if you reserve your ticket. And again, in this year, in the Desire Trace subdivision, we appreciate the Suttons for getting us back out there again this year, and just excited to talk about this year's home and get ready to give it away in just a few minutes. Also, a reminder that 8,500 tickets, that means $850,000 going to the children and the families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and it is our community, the Artemis community, that has made that so possible. And again, we are just minutes away from giving away this year's St. Jude Dream Home, but most importantly are, again, the folks that make it possible. We've talked to Jan, we've talked to folks from 3B and the Dream Day Foundation, we've talked to Mayor Talbert from Sterlington, and just we've had everybody in here that's had some kind of hand in this, except for Braco Construction, and this literally would not be possible without Bradley and his crew. So take it away, Abby. Let's talk to Bradley.
Thanks, Jared. Yeah, like he said, we're sitting down with someone now who had a big hand. I mean, the home would not be built without them. So we're here with Bradley of Braco Construction. Thanks so much for joining us tonight and being part of the giveaway. Yes. Okay, so you guys are involved every year, of course, with the home. Tell us about what has been like year after year getting to be a part of building the St. Jude Dream Home.
It's really, really good. We deal with them on everything as far as getting the lots and starting construction and everything. So it's a long process. It's pretty much feels like we don't have any downtime from year to year, maybe a month or two, and then we're rolling right on into the other one.
Yeah, I know they really come back to back, but you know, it all turns out worth it because someone's getting a beautiful home, and St. Jude is getting, you know, so much contribution to their work as well. Tell us a little bit about that, how rewarding it is and what it means for you guys, not only building the home, but being a part of St. Jude's mission.
Yeah, it's great. We go up to the summit some years, and it brings it all back home to why we do it. You see all the kids and the families, and then of course everybody has somebody in their family that's touched by it. So we do it for the kids, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And tell us a little bit about this home. We've seen some footage of the home, and it's a really, really beautiful home. Tell us a little bit about what went into making this one possible.
It is. This year was a different designer. Larry James designed the home, so neat working with somebody else on the plan and everything. But it turned out really good. The big open floor plan, nice home. Really nice home.
Yeah, you guys did a great job. Every time I go out there, again, I've said it before, I'm jealous of whoever's getting to win this home tonight,
no
for
doubt.
sure. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Well, thank you so much to Braco Construction and your team just being a part of the home year after year. And we're excited to see who's going to be winning it. And I think, Jared, we're sending things back over to you.
Yeah, we just got a few more minutes before we get ready to give away this year's St. Jude Dream Home. And before we get there, we will bring all of the folks in that make this all possible, and that'll be happening in just a few minutes. But again, a reminder that your 8,500 tickets that have been reserved over the last however many weeks are all going to be in this hopper here shortly, making sure that everybody has an equal chance of winning this year's St. Jude Dream Home. And as we get ready for this year's drawing, I just want to again thank the community for showing up and showing out and making this possible. Everyone that's had this small piece, we can all play our role, but unless those tickets are reserved by the community at large, none of this is really truly possible. Before we get to the Dream Home drawing itself, let's if we have the video of the Dream Home, let's take another close look at what's going on at the Desir Trace subdivision. There is that beautiful home. As again, Maya has been giving you live looks inside the home, a beautiful porch area, and obviously the kitchen that is obviously always quite stunning. Did we do a hidden pantry again this year? I believe. Did we do one? It was a pantry. There was a big pantry. I don't remember. It was a big pantry. All right, we're going to have to squeeze in here, folks. Everybody's going to have to act like they like each other as we get ready to give away this year's Dream Home. Again, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, sits on an acre of land, 2,600 square feet, valued at $400,000. And again, that hidden walk-in pantry and just the standing tub, the covered outdoor living area. Let's not waste any more time. So Jamie has the final, what was that, the last chance drawing winner, and the other 8,499 tickets were in. We're getting ready to give away a home. I tell you what, it gets kind of stuffy in this room really quick when everybody's standing really close together like this. This is the moment of truth. And then it's novelty check time, which is always my favorite. All right, here we go. Yep. Yeah, let's make sure that everything is, we've got some time.
We want everybody to have a good chance.
Yep, everybody has their chance. I tell you what, in all seriousness, I am the jokester all the time, and Jamie, I really think by the end of every show is just like, please get me away from this guy for another year. All right, here we go. One winner, and the winner of the winner of this year's 2025 Monroe St. Jude Dream Home is Ruby Morrison of West Monroe. Congratulations. All right. Round of applause. So let's let everybody at Ruby's house stop screaming for a second. Ruby Morrison of West Monroe, you are the winner of the 2025 Monroe St. Jude Dream Home. Let's take one more look at that house. If we have the VO queued up, and take a look at what Ruby just won, I will hand this winning ticket over, and we will pass it off to our St. Jude representatives, and we will get ready for the most important part, I think, of this entire Dream Home giveaway. As Hannah gets everybody squared away, we have our ESA volunteers that that play such a critical role, as well as making sure all the tickets are, when folks are reserving them, make sure that that all the information is taken down correctly and that it's all ready to go when Jamie gets ready for the full audit. So again, for all of those that make this possible, there's our novelty check, which is my favorite part, but the most important thing is not a novelty, Abby. It's $850,000 from this community going to the families of St. Jude.
Yes, and the community was really adamant this year because we sold out pretty quickly. So yeah, thank you to everyone who made this year a possibility, for sure.
And again, just a special time of the year for this community. It shows the love and the dedication that this community has for the families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, not just the kids across the country, country, but across the world, but right here in our own backyard, and I think that's the most important thing. As we have a few more minutes, Abby, you know, this is a very special moment, but you've played a role in this for the last couple of years. How does it feel?
It's been so fun. You know, I'm a little new. Lots of these people have been doing this for a lot longer than I have been around here at the station, but it's been so much fun getting to know everyone. It's also very rewarding. I played just the smallest part, but it's very rewarding to get to see all that's being contributed to St. Jude and just their amazing mission. I know people that have been personally affected by St. Jude and, you know, how much they've given to families, so it's really amazing to see. I love it.
This is going to be your baby next year, so hopefully you're going to be taking over and running all this next year for us. So again, we just appreciate everybody that's in this room for being a part of this every year, the folks that come back every year that are a part of this and have just, again, opened their arms so willingly. You are in the camera view taking that picture there, Sarah. But again, for those that make this possible every year and that come back arms open, we can't thank you all enough. Again, thank you so much to the 8,500 tickets reserved, the folks that put their $100 where their mouth is to make this all happen. We thank you so much, and we look forward to another successful Dream Home campaign next year. Congratulations to our winners. Have a great night.
Welcome to the St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway. Welcome to the St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway.